Hey guys, it's Dan again from Digital Uptake. Hey, I get a lot of people asking me as of late, friends, family, people on the internet, so forth, ask me where is Bitcoin going? How high is it going to go? When's it going to break 5,000? All these different questions like I have a crystal ball or something, but I don't. But I do find it interesting that we're up at 40, let's see, we're at 4,349 as of right now, and it's pushed today all the way up to, gosh, almost 4,500 today. And the market right now is literally just waiting and waiting and expecting Bitcoin to bust past 5,000, right? It's been projected for some time. A lot of people are banking on that, but it hasn't actually broken past 5,000 quite yet, right? And people ask me, how do you know when it will break out? How do we know if it will? How do we know when it will? And really, the only thing we have to go on in terms of, looking at how the price has performed and where it will go in the future is to look at the price in the past, right? And you really need to think about this from a psychological level. Like, where are the psychological highs and psychological lows that people are thinking of? Like, what's in traders' minds that's, either getting them to buy or getting them to sell? Because really, the stock market, the cryptocurrency market, it's all really just psychology. It's really all just based on human emotion, human behavior, human reaction, to certain conditions or certain circumstances, right? People panic and they sell. People get excited and they buy, unrealistically when they shouldn't actually buy. And so that's really how the market works. So to look at where Bitcoin will go and how it may potentially break out, let's go back and look at another high, another psychological high in traders' mind, in people's minds that are trading Bitcoin, and let's see what happened. So the last real high that people were waiting for and anticipating Bitcoin to go past was around 3,000, right? You could argue even before then it was 1,000, so forth and so on. But the last time it happened, it was around 3,000. So let's look at the chart around 3,000. So it's right about here, right? So people, let's go back a little bit further. So it hit 3,000. I'll just draw a little mark right here. It hit 3,000 about right there, right? It's not perfect, but you get the idea. So it hit 3,000, back in August 4th, right? But before then, like the weeks leading up to that, all the way from 7/20, July 20th, it kept bouncing up and down, right? See, going down, going up and down. And it just could never break out of that 3,000 mark. And that's because in people's minds, in traders' minds, 3,000 is very high, right? It's a very high psychological barrier to most people. And, there's a lot of people thinking, okay, Bitcoin's not going to go above 3,000. No way. And if it does go above 3,000, oh no, it's going to go to the moon. It's going to go through the roof, right? And so it was tough for people to support it, going up to that level. But then if you look, if you look, once it actually got to 3,000, look what happens. It runs way up, right? It doesn't go up and down like it did before. It just shoots way up. I mean, a little up and down right here, but it essentially, shot right up to 34.5 almost, right? And then it dropped a little bit, but then it gained support again. Like after it was over 3,000, a lot of people were willing to buy it, right? Now it's at 3,200 right here, and it shot to the moon, right? It shot up to 4,400 before coming back down, and now it's kind of hovering in the 4,000s, right? And it's not coming back down. And so this is where we're at now with 5,000, right? It's kind of doing the exact same thing, right? So you can tell that it took about from 7/20 to about August 5th, right? It took about 3 weeks for it to actually break out of 3,000. And I anticipate something similar to happen right here. Now I don't know for sure if it's going to be 3 weeks. I don't know. It could be right now. It could be tomorrow. But you can see that once it hit its top, which was on 8/15, now it's already been going up and down for quite some time. It went back down to 3,500. With some people nervous there, all the way to 825. So it went from 814 to 825. So it's already been about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So it's getting close to the same time as when it broke out at 3,000. And so that's kind of how I think about it. And that's how I think of, that's how I think you should think about it, because at some point, it's going to break 5,000. And when it does break 5,000, what's going to happen is it's going to have a similar run up, right? A similar run up that you saw right here. And now that could go to 5,500, 6,000, who knows, right? I think that 5,000 psychological barrier has been in the minds of many, many traders for quite some time. And I think once we go past 5, we're really going to see a big, big, big uptick. You know, who knows how high it'll go, but we're definitely going to see a big uptick. So be ready for that. Be looking for that. Just wanted to call that out. You know, that now that we're inching closer to 5,000, thought I'd shed some light on that and give you some context around that. If you can, you know, along the way, and I kind of missed the boat on this one. I didn't trade when I should have right here. I did sell. I already had a bunch of Bitcoin right here, and I did sell like around here. And actually, I could show you that real quick here. Oops, let me get my order history. Can't get this chart to work. Okay. Okay, there it is. So I did sell. I noticed that, you know, look, there's a base right here, going back to base trading. There was a base, and I noticed that it did drop. So anybody could have bought within this chunk, right, and done fairly well. I didn't buy because I already owned quite a bit of Bitcoin, and but I did sell, right? I saw it going up. It went past 4,000, and I just couldn't resist it. I had to sell. I had to because it was, you know, past 4,000. It was like I made some money and I wanted to sell it. So I did sell a little bit there. Let me reset this here. Hide this. Okay. But anyway, hopefully that's helpful for you. Let's see in the next coming days what happens. I'll probably post a video again after it breaks 5,000, or you know, depending on what happens. But let me know if you have questions around this, or if you have thoughts. I'd love to know if you guys have the same take, or if you have a different take on this. You know, I'm all ears, and I'd love to get feedback from other traders that are having success. Anyway, to your success, and you know, maybe the next time we talk on a video, maybe it'll be past 5,000. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping it goes to the moon. And until then, the Goonies. Love the Goonies, guys. Get your treasure on and invest in Bitcoin. I'll talk to you later. Later.